My name is Mohammed Mir, and I'm going to be explaining recursion. So, if you look up recursion, the Google will just basically tell you that it is a method that calls itself continuously. So, in layman's terms, that's more so it is making it's a technique that makes a function call itself, so we don't have to call the function multiple times at different elements or inputs that we need. So it's a technique that provides us a way to kind of break down complicated problems into more simple and easier problems to solve. It seems pretty difficult to understand at first, but once you get into the thick of it, it isn't too bad. And I will kind of explain in right here in problem 2 real quick. In problem 2, essentially, we're checking a string that is asked to be inputted from the user, and we're essentially just going to count the amount of lowercase letters in the string. And how we do that is with this recursive method, which is very simple. If we start, if the index of the string starts at 0, then we'll return 0, and this just happens until we don't have a letter to check. Else, we check if the letter is lowercase, and if it is lowercase, then we'll add 1 to the count. Else, if it is not lowercase, then we will just continue the recursive method and restart at the next string. Check if the index is 0, check if it is lowercase or else, and return continuously. And this is essentially how recursion works. So we essentially can we get a string and we get to check by each character whether it is lowercase or not. And it is nice using recursion here, because then we wouldn't have to make multiple methods, or we wouldn't have to call the function multiple times, etc., etc. It just really cuts out a lot of writing. In problem 1, we do something very similar, but instead of checking for characters in a string, we're checking elements in an array at specific indexes, and what we're trying to find is the lowest minimum value in that array, and to return that value. And here we're just setting the array up and asking for the inputs. So I'm going to run problem 1 and 2 just to show you that it works properly. So we'll run problem 2. I'll just enter a regular string. I'll enter my name with 2 uppercase letters, and the amount of lowercase letters in this string is 6. Hammed. That's 6 letters. All right, and problem 1, I should be inputting 10 numbers, and I should be getting the lowest return. So I'll just increment from 10 downwards. And the minimum of the array that we just established is 1. Thank you very much.